Question 1. Which country invented ice cream? A. Italy. B. France. C. China. D. United States. The correct answer is China. The earliest form of ice cream appeared in China around 200 BC. A frozen mixture of milk and rice. Italy popularized it centuries later. Question 2. How many hearts does an octopus have? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. D. 4. The correct answer is 3. An octopus has 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills, and 1 pumps it to the rest of the body. The main heart stops beating when it swims, which is why octopuses prefer crawling. Question 3. What is the only food that never spoils? A. Rice. B. Salt. C. Honey. D. Sugar. The correct answer is honey. Archaeologists have found 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs that was still perfectly edible. Its low moisture and high acidity make it bacteria-proof. Question 4. Which planet rains diamonds? A. Mars. B. Venus. C. Saturn. D. Mercury. The correct answer is Saturn. On Saturn and Jupiter, extreme pressure turns carbon into diamond crystals that fall like rain through the atmosphere. Question 5. How long is a day on Venus compared to a year on Venus? A. A day is shorter. B. They are equal. C. A day is longer. D. Venus has no day-night cycle. The correct answer is a day is longer. A single day on Venus takes 243 Earth days, but a year on Venus is only 225 Earth days. A day is literally longer than a year. Question 6. What percentage of the ocean has been explored? A. About 5%. B. About 25%. C. About 50%. D. About 80%. The correct answer is about 5%. We have only explored about 5% of the ocean floor. We know more about the surface of Mars than the bottom of our own oceans. Question 7. Which animal sleeps the least per day? A. Dolphin. B. Ant. C. Giraffe. D. Horse. The correct answer is giraffe. Giraffes sleep only about 30 minutes per day, split into brief naps of a few minutes each. In the wild, sleeping is dangerous when you are the tallest target. Question 8. What is heavier, a ton of steel or a ton of feathers? A. Steel. B. Feathers. C. They weigh the same. D. Depends on the type of feathers. The correct answer is they weigh the same. A ton is a ton regardless of material. They both weigh exactly the same. The feathers just take up a lot more space. Question 9. How many times does the average person blink per minute? A. 5 times. B. 10 times. C. 15 times. D. 25 times. The correct answer is 15 times. We blink about 15 to 20 times per minute. That is around 28,000 blinks per day. You probably just became aware of your blinking. Question 10. Which animal can hold its breath the longest? A. Blue whale. B. Sea turtle. C. Cuvier's beaked whale. D. Crocodile. The correct answer is Cuvier's beaked whale. The Cuvier's beaked whale can hold its breath for nearly 4 hours, the longest ever recorded for any mammal. Question 11. What color is a polar bear's skin under its white fur? A. White. B. Pink. C. Black. D. Gray. The correct answer is black. Polar bear skin is actually black to absorb heat from the sun. Their fur is not white either. It is transparent and only appears white. Question 12. How many muscles does it take to smile? A. 6. B. 12. C. 26. D. 42. The correct answer is 12. A genuine smile uses about 12 muscles, while a frown uses about 11. The old saying that it takes more muscles to frown is actually a myth. Question 13. Which is the only letter that does not appear in any U.S. state name? A, Q, B, X, C, Z, D, B, H. The correct answer is Q. Every letter of the alphabet appears in at least one U.S. state name except Q. X appears in Texas and New Mexico, Z is in Arizona. Question 14. How fast does a sneeze travel? A. 30 km/h. B. 60 km/h. C. 100 km/h. D. 160 km/h. The correct answer is 160 km/h. A sneeze can travel at about 160 km per hour, faster than most cars on the highway. It sends around 100,000 droplets into the air. Question 15. What is the most common birthday in the world? A. January 1st. B. February 14th. C. September 9th. D. December 25. The correct answer is September 9th. September 9th is statistically the most common birthday. Count 9 months back and you land in the holiday season. Not a coincidence. Question 16. How many years would it take to walk to the sun? A. About 5. B. About 20. C. About 50. D. About 2,000. The correct answer is about 20. Walking non-stop at 5 kilometers per hour, it would take roughly 19 years to cover the 150 million kilometer distance. You would need a very good pair of shoes. Question 17. Which fruit floats in water because it is 25% air? A. Banana. B. Apple. C. Grape. D. Mango. The correct answer is apple. Apples are about 25% air, which is why they float and why bobbing for apples is possible. Question 18. What is the strongest muscle in the human body relative to its size? A. Heart. B. Bicep. C. Jaw muscle. D. Tongue. The correct answer is jaw muscle. The masseter, or jaw muscle, can close your teeth with a force of up to 90 kilograms, the strongest force produced by any human muscle. Question 19. Which country has more pyramids than Egypt? A. Mexico. B. Sudan. C. Peru. D. India. The correct answer is Sudan. Sudan has over 200 pyramids compared to Egypt's 138. They were built by the ancient Nubian kingdoms and are smaller but more numerous. Question 20. How many times can you fold a piece of paper in half? A. 5 times. B. 7 times. C. 12 times. D. Unlimited. The correct answer is 7 times. In practice, most paper can only be folded 7 times. A single sheet folded 42 times would theoretically reach the moon. Question 21. What is the national animal of Scotland? A. Lion. B. Stag. C. Unicorn. D. Highland cow. The correct answer is unicorn. Scotland's national animal is the unicorn. In Celtic mythology, the unicorn symbolized purity, innocence, and power. Question 22. How much of your brain do you actually use? A. 10%. B. 33%. C. 65%. D. 100%. The correct answer is 100%. The 10% myth is one of the most persistent misconceptions. Brain scans show that virtually every part of the brain is active, just not all at the same time. Question 23. Which sea creature has the largest brain of any animal on Earth? A. Blue whale. B. Sperm whale. C. Giant squid. D. Orca. The correct answer is sperm whale. The sperm whale's brain weighs about 8 kilograms, nearly 6 times heavier than a human brain. Question 24. In which city are there more trees than people? A. Tokyo. B. London. C. Sacramento. D. Dubai. The correct answer is Sacramento. Sacramento, California is known as the City of Trees. It has an estimated 5 million trees but only about 500,000 residents. Question 25. How many languages are spoken in the world today? A. About 500. B. About 2,000. C. About 7,000. D. About 15,000. The correct answer is about 7,000. There are approximately 7,000 languages spoken today. About 40% of them are endangered, with fewer than 1,000 speakers each. Question 26. What is the fear of long words called? A. Logophobia. B. Hippopotomonstrosesquipedaliophobia. C. Sesquiphobia. D. Verbophobia. The correct answer is hippopotomonstrosesquipedaliophobia. The irony is intentional. The word for the fear of long words is itself one of the longest words in English. Question 27. Which organ can regenerate itself even after 75% of it is removed? A. Kidney. B. Heart. C. Liver. D. Lung. The correct answer is liver. The liver is the only human organ that can regenerate itself completely. A living person can donate part of their liver, and both portions will grow back to full size. Question 28. How old is the oldest known tree on Earth? A. About 1,000 years. B. About 3,000 years. C. About 5,000 years. D. About 10,000 years. The correct answer is about 5,000 years. A bristlecone pine tree in California named Methuselah is over 4,150 years old. It was already ancient when the Egyptian pyramids were built. Question 29. Which everyday object is dirtier than a toilet seat? A. Door handle. B. Kitchen sponge. C. TV remote. D. All of these. The correct answer is all of these. Studies show that kitchen sponges, phone screens, TV remotes, and door handles all carry significantly more bacteria than the average toilet seat. Question 30. What is the only continent with no active volcanoes? A. Europe. B. Antarctica. C. Africa. D. Australia. The correct answer is Australia. Australia sits in the middle of a tectonic plate rather than on a boundary, which is why it has no active volcanoes. Question 31. How many possible combinations are there for a Rubik's Cube? A. About 1 million. B. About 1 billion. C. About 43 quintillion. D. About 1 trillion. The correct answer is about 43 quintillion. A Rubik's Cube has exactly 43,254,489,856,000 possible combinations, yet it can always be solved in 20 moves or fewer. Question 32. Which animal can survive in the vacuum of outer space? A. Cockroach. B. Tardigrade. C. Jellyfish. D. Scorpion. The correct answer is tardigrade. Tardigrades, also called water bears, can survive extreme temperatures, radiation, and even the vacuum of outer space by entering a state of suspended animation. Question 33. If you dug a tunnel straight through the earth, how long would it take to fall through? A. About 5 minutes. B. About 42 minutes. C. About 3 hours. D. About 24 hours. The correct answer is about 42 minutes. Ignoring air resistance, it would take about 42 minutes to fall through the center of the Earth and come out the other side, regardless of the tunnel's angle. Question 34. Which company was originally named Backrub? A. Amazon. B. Facebook. C. Google. D. Yahoo. The correct answer is Google. Larry Page and Sergey Brin originally called their search engine Backrub because it analyzed web backlinks. They renamed it Google in 1997. Question 35. How much DNA do humans share with bananas? A. About 10%. B. About 30%. C. About 60%. D. About 85%. The correct answer is about 60%. Humans share about 60% of their DNA with bananas. All life on Earth shares common genetic building blocks, which is why the overlap is so high. Question 36. What takes longer? A shuffle of a deck of cards to repeat, or the age of the universe? A. Age of the universe. B. A shuffle repeat. C. They are about equal. D. Neither can be measured. The correct answer is a shuffle repeat. There are 86, 58, 175, 170, 943, 178, 571, 60, 6 at 36, 856, 4 as a 3, 766, 975 down, 289, 5 out of 5, 4 to 40, 883, 277, 824,000, 1,000, 0 are possible arrangements of a deck. Every shuffle you have ever done was almost certainly the first time that order ever existed. Question 37. What is the most stolen food item in the world? A. Chocolate. B. Cheese. C. Meat. D. Bread. The correct answer is cheese. About 4% of all cheese produced globally is stolen. It even has its own black market. Question 38. Which is closer to Earth? The Sun or the nearest star after the Sun? A. The Sun, by a huge margin. B. Alpha Centauri, by a small margin. C. They are roughly the same distance. D. It depends on the time of year. The correct answer is the Sun, by a huge margin. The Sun is about 150 million kilometers away. The next closest star, Proxima Centauri, is about 40 trillion kilometers away, roughly 270,000 times farther. Question 39. How many cells in your body are replaced every day? A. About 1,000. B. About 1 million. C. About 330 billion. D. About 1 trillion. The correct answer is about 330 billion. Your body replaces roughly 330 billion cells per day. Most of your body is essentially brand new every 7 to 10 years. Question 40. Which famous structure was built as a temporary exhibit and was supposed to be torn down? A. Statue of Liberty. B. Eiffel Tower. C. London Eye. D. Sydney Opera House. The correct answer is Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower was built for the 1889 World's Fair and was scheduled for demolition after 20 years. It was saved because it was useful as a radio antenna. Question 41. What happens if you put a raisin in a glass of champagne? A. It dissolves. B. It sinks to the bottom and stays. C. It bounces up and down continuously. D. Nothing happens. The correct answer is it bounces up and down continuously. Carbon dioxide bubbles attach to the wrinkles of the raisin, lifting it to the surface. There the bubbles pop, the raisin sinks, and the cycle repeats. Question 42. Which color does not exist in a rainbow? A. Indigo. B. Pink. C. Violet. D. Green. The correct answer is pink. Pink does not exist in the visible light spectrum. It is a combination of red and violet wavelengths that your brain creates. You will never find it in a rainbow. Question 43. How long is 1 year on Mercury and Earth days? A. 28 days. B. 88 days. C. 365 days. D. 687 days. The correct answer is 88 days. Mercury orbits the Sun in just 88 Earth days, the fastest of any planet. A year on Mercury is shorter than a season on Earth. Question 44. What is the most common element in the human body by number of atoms? A. Carbon. B. Oxygen. C. Hydrogen. D. Nitrogen. The correct answer is hydrogen. About 60% of your atoms are hydrogen. Oxygen makes up more by weight, but hydrogen atoms are far more numerous because they are so light. Question 45. Which sense is most closely linked to memory? A. Sight. B. Hearing. C. Smell. D. Touch. The correct answer is smell. The olfactory bulb connects directly to the amygdala and hippocampus, the brain areas for emotion and memory. That is why a certain smell can instantly transport you back to a childhood moment. Question 46. If you lined up all the DNA in your body end to end, how far would it stretch? A. To the moon. B. To the sun. C. To Pluto. D. Twice the diameter of the solar system. The correct answer is twice the diameter of the solar system. Your body contains about 37 trillion cells, each with roughly 2 meters of DNA. Lined up, it would stretch over 100 billion kilometers, twice the diameter of the solar system. Question 47. What is the only letter that does not appear in the periodic table? A, J, B, Q, C, X, D, Z. The correct answer is J. Every letter of the alphabet appears as a chemical symbol, except JQ appears in the temporary name of some elements. Question 48. Which is older, Oxford University or the Aztec Empire? A. The Aztec Empire. B. Oxford University. C. They are roughly the same age. D. Neither existed before 1500. The correct answer is Oxford University. Oxford University began teaching around 1096 AD. The Aztec Empire was not founded until 1428, over 300 years later. Question 49. How many times does lightning strike the Earth every day? A. About 800. B. About 8,000. C. About 80,000. D. About 8 million. The correct answer is about 8 million. Lightning strikes the Earth about 8 million times per day, roughly 100 times per second. Question 50. What weighs more, all the ants on Earth or all the humans on Earth? A. Humans weigh more. B. Ants weigh more. C. They weigh roughly the same. D. It is impossible to estimate. The correct answer is they weigh roughly the same. Scientists estimate there are about 20 quadrillion ants on Earth, and their combined weight is roughly comparable to the total weight of all humans, around 80 million tons each.